coverage of the National Football League brings us to Cleveland Browns Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Cleveland Browns. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
When we spent our time talking to the coaches prior to the game, they emphasized that they wanted a quick start to begin things. Most of the time you think about that on the offensive side of the ball, but in this case, it's the special teams that provide that quick start.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Watson on first down. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Watson. Right back to Njoku. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Well, Charles, look, this is probably a harbinger of things to come. He's got such trust in his tight end, and they're on back-to-back plays. We're seeing that on display.
And when they have that kind of trust, they're not as worried about what the coverage is because they feel like they know each other so well. They'll make the subtle move downfield, and the ball will end up in the right spot. And by the way, partner, what's harbinger mean? Help me out.
Well, you're the one that taught me that a few years ago, so I'll have to lean on you for that. I'm just hoping it fit into the sentence correctly.
I must have got it from my word of the day calendar on my desk.
Look at the big man rumble. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, 32 yards. And the Browns will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. The touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Throwing now is Geno. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now Geno on first down. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Smith. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Now Smith. Dancing to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, 31 yards. And the Seahawks respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but, well, the thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15.
Keeping that going.
And he feels like he can get it done.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Watson. That's out to Chubb, complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. 39 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns are once again back in front. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. It's up and good to make this now a 14-8 ball game. Touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. Running left is Walker. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. They'll fake it. Now Smith. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. In motion right, that's Metcalf. On 1st down, Smith. He'll find Metcalf. He's got room to roam. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 37 yards.
Well, he looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. He delivers a big play here for this offense.
Here we go.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Now wasting time going right back to DK Metcalf. Touchdown! DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from taking the lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is Jakeem Grant. Jakeem Grant now to return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On first down, it's Watson. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Bobby Wagner gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely, and that sack finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage was so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Hunt is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead.
It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Seattle. 47 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Smith. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now Geno. Forced out to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On 2nd down, it's Walker. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. One of the tight ends comes in motion. And make him 4 for 4 now on 2-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Browns drive about to get started. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Play action. It's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 48 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.